Hey supermoms, are you ready to turn your dreams into reality and find the perfect balance between family and work? Join the Work at Home Moms community. Click the link in the video description to find out more and start your journey to financial freedom and fulfillment.
Killer socialite Rebecca Grossman tried to blame NASA and SpaceX after she fatally struck two young brothers with her car, according to prosecutors. The socialite, 60, was found guilty in February of murder in the hit-and-run deaths of Mark and Jacob Iskander, 11 and 8, in 2020 in Westlake Village, outside Los Angeles. Earlier this week, a judge threw out her attempt to have the murder convictions overturned and be granted a new trial, with Grossman facing sentencing on June 10. Prosecutors have argued that the fact that Grossman fled the scene makes her crimes particularly despicable. They say Grossman admitted in a letter to the boy's parents that she remembered seeing a boy fall from the sky and hit her car. Grossman reportedly claimed in the letter that she even reached out to NASA and SpaceX because she thought something had come down on her car. No further details on the bizarre behavior have been shared with the court. Nancy and Kareem Iskander, the two boys' parents, said they received the letter from Grossman on March 13 detailing the bizarre claim. Grossman also allegedly conspired with a friend to contact the Iskanders by scheming to give them a necklace, which had their son's birthstones, and was trying to have them anonymously delivered last month. Ahead of her sentencing on Monday, Grossman's lawyers have argued she should receive probation as punishment instead of prison time. But prosecutors say she should receive 2 consecutive 15 years to life sentences because, they say, she has shown no remorse and has refused to accept responsibility for her actions. If hit with that sentence, Grossman would likely spend the rest of her life behind bars. The defendant's actions from September 29, 2020, through today show a complete lack of remorse and narcissistic superiority that leads to only one conclusion, that she is not deserving of any leniency, said prosecutors Habib Balian, Ryan Gould and Jamie Castro, as reported by the Los Angeles Times. The defendant has continually shown through her actions that she is deserving of maximum punishment. They added, she has lived a life of privilege and clearly felt that her wealth and notoriety would buy her freedom. Prosecutors also allege Grossman got her family to lie for her during her trial, including her daughter Alexis. She has already been accused of using dirty tactics to try to get her convictions overturned. Prosecutors previously said that from jail she told her husband and daughter to hunt down jurors and seek out witnesses to try to get them to change their testimony and sway Judge Brandolino into giving her a new trial. Grossman also allegedly told her daughter Alexis to publicly release a sheriff's deputy's body camera video that had been sealed by the judge. Despite Judge Brandolino sealing the jurors' contact information, at least 2 jurors reported 3 other members of the jury were contacted by Paul Stuckey, a private investigator for the family, according to prosecutors. The defense, on its part, has framed Grossman as a humanitarian who helped burn victims and survivors of domestic violence and grew up being abused and impoverished in Texas. Her lead attorney James Spurtis acknowledged the Iskanders' loss was incalculable, but added the Grossmans have experienced a different type of loss. Grossman's son Nick wrote in a letter to the judge, "Nothing compares to what the Iskanders are going through, but ever since the accident, it's just felt like the world hates my mom and everyone is against our family. It's like they just want the worst version of the story and have never looked into who she really is and all the things she's done her entire life, every single day. They've made her into a monster." The jury found Grossman guilty on all counts in February, 2 felony counts each of second-degree murder and gross vehicular manslaughter, and 1 felony count of hit-and-run driving resulting in death. Authorities said Grossman, the wife of prominent Los Angeles burn doctor Peter Grossman, fatally struck the brothers while speeding behind a car driven by then-lover Scott Erickson, a former Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher. Grossman was not charged with being under the influence, but former baseball player Royce Clayton testified he had joined her and Erickson at a nearby restaurant where Erickson had 2 margaritas and Grossman had 1. Prosecutors present